Welcome to your 10-minute back stretch. My name's Emily. We're going to get straight into it, starting off lying down on your mat to begin with. Draw your knees into your chest. Take one hand to each knee and just starting with some gentle rocks from side to side. Start to check in with your breathing, making your breaths a little bit deeper. Start to take those rocks into some small circles. So circling the knees and the feet in the same direction. This should feel really nice and comforting on that lower back. Easing out any tension, massaging lumbar spine. Make those circles a little bigger as you continue to move. Syncing up that breath with movement. Good, let's take those circles the other way, making them as big as you can now. Good, let's take those feet to the floor. Take those arms out to shoulder level, palms facing the ceiling. And we're going to sink those knees over to the left hand side to start with. See how that feels there. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you're going to lift those knees a little higher. If you don't want to lift both knees, maybe just lift that top knee as close to that left arm as you can. And turn your head to look over that right shoulder. So you should definitely be feeling the stretch in your lower back here. Breathing to that space that you've created. See if you can relax into this stretch rather than holding your breath. See if you can make your exhalations just as long as your inhalation. Good, slowly lower those knees, bring them into the center. Have a little reset. You should be feeling the difference between that right side and your left already. And then take those knees over to your right hand side. Again, lifting them to wherever feels like a nice stretch on your back. Turning your head to look over that left shoulder. Breathing into that really nice stretch across your spine. Slowly starting to lower, bringing those legs back into the center. Drop those knees from side to side. See if you can keep your feet together or maybe a little bit wider. If it feels uncomfortable to keep your feet a little closer together, just a little windmill movement. Twists are great for your spine. So any sort of twisting movement should feel like a nice release. Good, slowly bringing those arms down by your side. Turn your palms to face the floor, take your feet hip width apart. We're going for a bridge lift here. Take a breath in as you exhale, squeeze down your lower back. So if you've got a gap between your back and your mat, or even if you don't have a gap, slide your hand under, try and squeeze your lower back down into your mat. Squeeze your glutes, slowly start to peel each vertebrae off of your mat until you can tuck your chin down onto your chest. Let the back of your neck be long. Lift those hips as high as you can. Taking a couple of breaths in your bridge lift. Good, next in breath, lift those hips a little higher as you exhale. Slowly start to lower each vertebrae one at a time. And then press into those forearms. Bring yourself up and around onto all fours. Making your way into tabletop, palms under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Starting off with a few breaths in cat and cow here. So as you breathe in, you're drawing your navel towards your mat, sending your tailbone back, looking forwards. As you breathe out, reverse that movement, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine. Pull your belly button in. Good, exaggerate that movement as much as you can. So we're aiming to get as much movement to the spine as possible here. Lovely. Next breath out. Have a sit back onto your heels, finding your child's pose. So sending your chest down. As you breathe in, start to walk your hands as far over to your left hand side as you can. And if you can, see if you can place that right palm on top of your left hand. Now you should be feeling that stretch all the way down the side of your body, from your armpit down to your glutes. Breathing into this side back stretch. Breathe in deeply and breathe out completely. 2 or 3 breaths on this side, and then change. Inhale, walk it into the center. Exhale, walk it over to your right hand side, resting there, or if you can, placing that left palm on top of your right hand. Breathing into your side body stretch. Slowly coming into the center, shifting your weight forwards, making your way onto your fronts. Have a lie down on the front of your body. Send those arms out to shoulder level, palms face the floor this time. And we're going for a little, what I call scorpion kick. So you're just going to lift one leg at a time over the other to the opposite corner of your mat. As you breathe in, turn it over, sort of roll over onto the side of your body. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. If you need a little help from your arms, then you can bend those elbows, press into the palms. See if you can relax your head and see how movement changes depending on how far back you take that leg. Good, last couple to each side of these scorpion flips. Should feel like you're getting a nice stretch to the spine here. Rolling back into the center. Palms of your hands underneath your shoulder blades, elbows tucked into your sides. On an inhale, lift up onto those forearms. We're going to take the feet a little wider just so it feels even nicer on the back. And we're going to drop those shoulders away from those ears. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Holding here for 2 or 3 breaths. If you want a little more, see if you can tuck your chin down onto your chest. And go for a couple of neck rolls. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last little hold here. Beautiful. Walk those arms back. Come up onto your knees. Come up onto your palms. Back into that tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips. See if you can keep the bent knees this time. So instead of straightening the legs, we're going to go for a little bent knee downward facing dog. See if you can close that gap between your chest and your thighs. So keep squeezing your chest to your thighs, rocking those hips from side to side, allowing that spine to decompress and lengthen. Good. Now you can straighten those legs. Have a little walk out. Lovely. Breathe as you move. Slowly start to walk your hands to your feet, feet to hands. Keep those knees bent. Have a little hang in a forward fold. We're going to cross those arms, bend the knees a little and just have a little bounce here. Letting gravity do the work here for you. Really gentle, subtle rocking and bouncing movement. Let's take it from left to right. No pressure on your back. Everything releasing from the crown of your head down to the base of your spine. Final few breaths here. Good. Gently making your way back into the center. Releasing your arms. Bending those knees and very slowly uncurling all the way up to standing. Have a little shake out. How are we feeling? Hope your back is feeling nice and long, nice and loose. Great work on that one. See you on the next one.